George Takei is the latest Hollywood celebrity to be accused of sexual assault. This accusation takes on a particularly hypocritical meaning as the Star Trek actor has been very vocal and judgmental towards President Trump on this topic. "I'm no father or grandfather to girls, but such grabbing is sexual assault. I know because I'm not a sociopath, and I won't vote for one." George Takei at George Takei, October 9, 2016. The accusation was made by former actor and model Scott R. Brunton, who was 23 in 1981, when he says the Star Trek actor groped him when he suddenly passed out after having a drink with Takei. From The Hollywood Reporter, the two men went back to the actor's condo for a drink the same night. "We have the drink and he asks if I would like another," Brunton recalls. "And I said sure. So, I have the second one, and then all of a sudden, I began feeling very disoriented and dizzy, and I thought I was going to pass out. I said I need to sit down and he said sit over here, and he had the giant yellow beanbag chair. So I sat down in that, and leaned my head back, and I must have passed out. The next thing I remember, I was coming to and he had my pants down around my ankles and he was groping my crotch and trying to get my underwear off and feeling me up at the same time, trying to get his hands down my underwear," Brunton says. "I came to and said, 'What are you doing?' I said, 'I don't want to do this.' He goes, 'You need to relax. I am just trying to make you comfortable. Get comfortable.' And I said, 'No. I don't want to do this.' And I pushed him off and he said, 'Okay, fine.' And I said, 'I am going to go,' and he said, 'If you feel you must. You're in no condition to drive.' I said, 'I don't care, I want to go.' So I managed to get my pants up and compose myself, and I was just shocked. I walked out and went to my car until I felt well enough to drive home, and that was that." THR confirmed this story with several of Brunton's friends. They reported that the model told them about this assault by Takei years ago. But we don't have to look very far to find evidence of Takei discussing a very similar situation with Howard Stern. In the tweeted video below, Stern brings up Trump's comments caught on a hot mic years ago, saying grab him by the poo. Why? Since Takei is gay, he was asked if he does the same thing with men. His response sounds like a confession. The language in the video below is NSFW or little ears. If you listen to this Howard Stern interview with George Takei, it's pretty damn clear he's sexually assaulted many men. He tries and fails miserably attempting to justify it. Pic.twitter.com 6VBF602BS, Robbie Starbuck at Robbie Starbuck, November 11, 2017. That's rather damning. Not only does Takei appear to attempt to justify this behavior, it reflects much of Brunton's accusations. Time will tell if more men come forward to make accusations against the liberal actor who often lectures us with his hot takes on social media. Takei is always launching bombs at conservatives from his perch on moral high ground. Ella Pundit previously wrote about the actor calling Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas a clown in blackface. If this story develops further, Takei's platform for tossing these bombs on his political enemies just might crumble underneath him. With all the Hollywood celebrities being accused of sexual assault and harassment, it might be easier to write a list of stars who haven't been accused. Update: Rachel George Takei has responded to Brunton's accusations on Twitter. The actor and liberal activist denied the claim of sexual assault and stated that he doesn't even remember Brunton. Takei also appears to want to remind everyone that he is gay and married. "Friends, I'm writing to respond to the accusations made by Scott R. Brunton. I want to assure you all that I am as shocked and bewildered at these claims as you must feel reading them." 1. George Takei at George Takei, November 11, 2017. The events he describes back in the 1980s simply did not occur, and I do not know why he has claimed them now. I have racked my brain to ask if I remember Mr. Brunton, and I cannot say I do. 2. George Takei at George Takei, November 11, 2017. But I do take these claims very seriously, and I wanted to provide my response thoughtfully and not out of the moment. 3. George Takei at George Takei, November 11, 2017. Right now it is a he said situation over alleged events nearly 40 years ago. But those that know me understand that non-consensual acts are so antithetical to my values and my practices, the very idea that someone would accuse me of this is quite personally painful. 4. George Takei at George Takei, November 11, 2017. Brad, who is 100% beside me on this, as my life partner of more than 30 years and now my husband, stands fully by my side. I cannot tell you how vital it has been to have his unwavering support and love in these difficult times. 5. George Takei at George Takei, November 11, 2017. Thanks to many of you for all the kind words and trust. It means so much to us. Yours in gratitude, George. And George Takei at George Takei, November 11, 2017.